Dave, it's time for the question about the show that you are on, Dave. This is trivia questions about the show that you are on.
Okay, I'm ready. Victor.
On our website, you have a bio that you wrote. What does it say?
Do you want me to recite it verbatim, something that I wrote like 15 years ago?
No, just give me the general, what does it say?
I enjoy long walks on the beach. My hobbies include the internet, and I go online, and we met on Craigslist.
You do not know what your bio says at all?
It says I'm a stand-up comedian, and I've been in a few independent movies, something stupid like that.
No, Dave. Your bio says, you wrote this, Dave doesn't like writing bios or talking about himself in the third person, but he's doing it this one time because Victor asked him to. And then some other stuff, but that's the main thing. You don't remember that?
No, I remember now.
Okay, sure.
Victor.
Everybody, check us out at 6 Unseemly on all social media and unseemlyquestions.com. Welcome to 6 Unseemly Questions. I'm your host, Victor Varnado. This is my sidekick, Dave Rosinsky. We've got a great contestant on the show today. Please put your hands together for Colton Dowling. Come on up, Colton. In our studio audience, we've got Maddie Smith. We've got TJ Joachim. I almost did it correctly, I think. And
Almost.
Almost. I did my best, TJ. I will get it right on your episode. I promise. All right, Colton, I'm going to tell you how the show works, and then we're going to get started. I'm going to ask you 6 unseemly questions. At the end of each question, I will ring the charge if I like your answer, like this. However, if I do not like your answer, I will not ring the charge, and I'll tell you why. Regardless of how many charges you get by the end of the show, we'll decide whether your appearance on the show is worth giving you $5 whole. All right, let's get started with question number 1. Question number 1. What's your favorite riddle?
What is to the point, but has no an eraser? It's an eraser.
Wait, what is to the point but has no? It's an eraser.
I forget what it is.
You don't remember the joke part of that?
Yeah,
it's something like what's sharp, and I can't remember.
Are you sure this is your favorite riddle?
Is it what's the sharpest tool in the shed?
Not
Dave's like, remember the riddle part of that?
No, that's no, yeah, it's a riddle, I'm pretty sure, but I forget what it is. But that's my favorite one.
I'm sure this isn't a surprise.
Very,
I'm gonna
very
say
convincing.
No bell on that first question.
Okay.
Because you couldn't even remember what your favorite riddle was. So no bell.
I don't think I know many riddles.
Oh yeah, I love all the riddles. That's your answer?
All the riddles that I know, I picked my favorite one, and I can't really remember it.
Well, I guess we're at an impasse then, as far as judging this question goes. It's time for question number 2, but before we do that, can you tell people out there what you do?
Oh, I am co-owner of the Creek in the Cave in Austin, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Stand-up comic.
All right. Wonderful. That is great. It's time for question number 2. Here we go. Question number 2. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your first kiss.
I'm gonna go 10. Gonna walk that back. I'm gonna walk that back to a 7. I feel like nowadays I don't kiss unless I'm going to, does that make sense? Like, why would I make out with you to rile myself up to not do something? But at the time, I remember being like, Colton, you nailed it. You were very worried about going left and then right and then left and then right, patterns with your tongues.
Uh-huh.
Nailed it.
So you're saying that you would rate your first kiss higher if you'd gotten laid immediately afterwards?
Yes.
Well, how old were you? Like 24?
No, that was 6th grade.
Oh.
Leia.
And you were trying to get laid in 6th grade?
Well, I would have loved that for me. Maybe I would have come out earlier, and be like, oh, I'm actually gay. That I would have been like, this is not for me,
Right.
All right, I'm going to say for that question, because I laughed a lot. So good enough.
Yeah.
All right, it is time for question number 3. Question number 3. How important is fitness to you?
Oh, so in a person that I'm dating, I don't care at all. I don't really care. You can be a very large person, and I don't care. But I like to look at me, and I like to see, I like to see the V's. I like to check myself out and go, what? Colton, that work is paying off.
Wow.
But doesn't it create an imbalance in your relationship because you're super hot and you're dating a fat person?
Yeah, it's security is what I call it. I call it security.
You know what I always say, if I gain weight in a relationship, it's not my problem.
Is that why you're single, Dave?
Do I look like I gained weight?
Always to me, Dave.
It's a pandemic 40.
I get it. I understand that. I also gained a little weight during the pandemic. So you talked for a second about looking in the mirror. Do you pump yourself up in the mirror, like when you look? Are you like, yeah? Do you say stuff? Do you have phrases? Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
Will you share a phrase with us?
I have a bunch of mirrors in my house, so that when I walk by, I can go. I also go, no, you didn't. I said, no, you didn't. And I always do.
Oh my gosh, I love this. All right. Yes, I will ring charge once again. Great job.
I like the new bell. It's working great.
It is. It's gonna work. It's gonna work for these episodes. We'll switch back to the bell, but it's definitely gonna work for these episodes.
Let's keep it.
It is time for question number 4. All right, question number 4. What's the worst advice you've ever given?
Actually, somebody just asked me yesterday, about some comedy drama, oh, this person's not booking me, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, I just wouldn't worry about it. I know I'm not.
Just not worried about it?
Yeah, just it's just basically saying I don't care about your problem. But it's just don't worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. So I think you should do what I'm going to do, which is not worry about it.
Now that's a good riddle. You should have went with that.
What was the reaction to that advice?
I think she said, what?
She didn't say, no, you didn't. Or
I just was confused, and I was like, okay, well, you're not keeping up, so we're just gonna.
That's beautiful, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that when I give advice from now on.
Yeah. I just, don't care.
Just cut people loose in that conversation quick.
Yeah.
It is. It's a good phrase. I will say that. It is a good phrase. I like it.
pretty good.
All right. So I'm going to say, because Maddie chimed in about your advice, I'm going to give you a ring the charge. All right. Now it's time for question number 5. Question number 5. Are you a big fan of Pride Month?
Interesting. No, because it's like I'm going to be all year about it, Like it's not like I'm going to stop celebrating in August, I just went and bought so many swimsuits. Oh, I'm also not a big fan because of the corporate logos and all that shit. They're like, we care. I'm like, just eat the sandwich. Thank you. Chick-fil-A. No, you don't. You don't care. Chick-fil-A.
I've actually heard that a lot, where people are just not into the corporate takeover of Pride Month.
Have you? Well, I guess it'd be weird if you did, but Tel Aviv Pride is not corporate-y, and I live for that one.
Oh.
Mad Max. Where we'll just strap huge speakers to cars and then just boom, boom, boom. But it's gay. The gay. Well, is Mad Max gay?
I mean,
or did I put that on it? I think I put that on that.
I would say that if looking at Mad Max, I feel like there's a lot of people dressed in ways that resemble fetish section in the Pride Parade. So
yeah, so cool. I guess we learned that. So
that's something new.
Mad Max is gay. So yeah, that's great. That's my answer.
All right. Well, we did wander around in that answer, so I'm going to say no bell. Although I did appreciate learning that Mad Max is gay, because I'm going to go back and watch with that in mind, because I think I'll enjoy it in a whole new way. It is time for question number 6. Question number 6. What's it like owning a comedy club?
Tired. Awful. Don't do it. Never do it.
Is it like your first like comedy club style venture?
Yeah. No, I was a data scientist before this, and like data science during the day and then comedy at night. And it's just like so much manual labor, and I'm so tired. And it's just like, when you're at a club and you're like, I'm gonna leave. You can, but I can't. And it's just you're just looking around, just like, ugh.
It's really funny. I've never met a data scientist who wasn't funny. Every data scientist I know is a funny person.
I know.
Is that true?
Yeah,
from your experience?
From my experience, every data scientist I know is a funny person. Yes.
See, none of us can tell if you're trying to make a data joke right now.
Yeah, that's what I thought for a second.
No, I'm not trying to make a joke.
You're really confusing us.
I know a lot of data scientists because I also...
Oh, yeah, all my best friends are data scientists.
You're definitely not a data scientist, Dave. How do you know? I know a lot of data scientists because I program video games for fun. And so my friends, some of them are data scientists, and they're all funny. And so when you said you were a data scientist, I was like, oh, that makes me go, oh, funny. That just I always think of data scientists as funny, because even data scientists aren't comedians; they're just smart and funny. So
yeah, they're hysterical.
I was trying to compliment you, but it seemed to go off the rails.
And for that, I'm going to give you Nobel, but I appreciate it.
Well, let's see what happens.
Well, I'm going to say you gave me Nobel. I'm giving you Nobel. Okay, so we agree on that question. Nobels across the board. That was question number 6, so it's time to decide whether or not you get $5. But before we do that, can you tell people out there where they can find you?
Well, I'll probably be at the creek in the cave. I'm running the social media on there, and it's just so funny because we've had like Joe Rogan and like Legion of Skanks, and then I'll get their fans and I'll like respond like "Yas, hunty," and just like treat them so sad. But you can also find me at Colton Dowling on all the things, Instagram, and I'm going to be doing a little tour during the summer, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun for us. Let's connect.
Awesome. That's great. Well, let's do that. It's time to decide whether or not you get $5. We always canvass the room. What do you think, Dave? Should Colton get $5?
Yeah, I think he's working hard over there. He had to carry all those boxes and build that wall. Give him the $5.
All right. Jokes on his background. All right. Maddie, what do you think? Should Colton get $5?
I'm going to say Colton needs $5 because it sounds like running a comedy club is the hardest thing you can do. And I feel bad. And he sounds very tired. And
please book Maddie at the creek and the cave immediately.
Yeah, Colton, also along with the $5, I'm going to send you my veils. I'm also going to give him $5 because Legion of Skanks fans are scary. So sending that to cushion you from that.
All right, TJ, what do you think? Should Colton get $5?
I think definitely, and it's for a very specific reason. I did not know he was gay until he said that, and I think that's cool because I kind of don't like when I can tell somebody's sexuality before they open their mouth, and that's a little weird to me. Does that make sense?
That's homophobic, I think, but I don't want to speak.
You think it's homophobic?
Well, I mean, it definitely falls in there. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about listen. Here's the thing. I also can tell you, like me, are the type of person that when they learn something, they're like, "Oh, okay, now I understand," and then you start to move away from that thought process because it seems like you're an intelligent guy.
I didn't think that was homophobic. That goes for
I understand.
all kinds of people.
Yeah, I understand, and just as a matter of fact, what I want to say is not only do I understand, but I hope that we're in a world where people can learn because nobody wants to hurt anybody else, really. So if most people don't, at least, and so when you find stuff out, then you're like, oh, okay, won't do that again. I get it.
Fair enough. How do you feel about this, Colton?
Well, I did feel really uncomfortable when you said that, for sure.
Okay.
But I didn't label it homophobic, but it was like, okay, I guess I'll change the way I look. Or like,
No.
There you go. Now you see. But this has been a great learning experience that the whole world is going to be part of. This is great.
Well, I'll
give me that $5.
Colton, what do you think? Should you get $5 for your appearance on the show?
Yeah, no, I'll take $5. I'm saving up for a facial.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. You get $5. Congratulations, winning $5 on the show. But we've got to wrap this up. Dave, what did you learn from this week's show?
I guess we learned that Colton is part owner of Creek in the Cave, and TJ might be a little homophobic.
Wow, Dave.
I don't know, maybe.
It's good when someone makes a misstep. Just keep rubbing their face in it, Dave. Good call.
Wait, stab me in the back, Dave. Remember I held out on your job for you when you couldn't show up to co-host the show? Remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
Check us out at unseemlyquestions.com and 6 Unseemly on all social media.
Starbane's Audio, a podcast network.